In the last video we talked about hammers, punches and chisels, screwdrivers, and some other miscellaneous tools. Let's get down here to the power tool drawer. Okay, this is a half-drive, battery-powered impact gun. This is for removing like lug nuts and really stubborn bolts that won't come off. They make different size anvils for these, so the next one down from this will be a 3/8 drive impact gun, and then you have a 1/4 drive impact gun. And this is a battery-powered one. It's nice and portable. This is what most people are using nowadays. This is called a half-drive air impact gun or pneumatic impact gun. Pneumatic means air-powered. So you have to have an air hose connected to here, and it's a half-drive anvil. They also have 3/8 and 1/4 of these. They also have 3/4 and 1 inch of these. But this is all air power, so you need a nice air compressor to run this, a lot of volume. All right, these are becoming a little bit less popular because you have to have an air hose. Everybody likes to be cord free, including like the drop lights. All right, this right here is just what they would probably just call a blowgun. Connect your air on here, squeeze this, compressed air shoots out of here. You shouldn't be doing this number, getting off your skin or anything, because if your air compressor is turned up, it can actually break your skin. And if it breaks your skin, it can get to your oxygen into your bloodstream, which can lead to death. Okay, so this right here is a hacksaw. Not sure why it's in that drawer. Doesn't belong in there, but this is a hacksaw. This is kind of becoming a thing in the past. Saws all are kind of taking those over. This is a 1/4 drive. I'm sorry, this is an air grinder. This right here is called a 3/8 drive air ratchet or pneumatic ratchet. This is a really nice tool to have. They also make these in battery powered. This right here is called an air hammer, and you can put punch and chisel ends on here, getting out those stubborn bolts or ball joints or something like that. These are very loud. You must wear hearing protection with these. If not, it will definitely damage your hearing. This is a 1/4 drive air tool. 1/4 drive pneumatic ratchet. Okay, makes it easy to turn your 1/4 drive sockets. Whenever you're using a air tool or power tool, you should always wear safety glasses and hearing protection. Okay. Another thing I forgot to mention to you: this is a kind of a generation 1. This is old, but this is called a ratchet wrench. If you listen. Okay, so that's called a ratchet wrench. All right, over here, this is an example of a scan tool. So if your check engine light comes on, ABS, airbag, any kind of light comes on your dash, you need a scan tool for anything 96 and newer, 1996 and up. You need that to read it. This is a pretty nice one. It's a pretty nice setup. This little tablet comes off of here, and you can take it mobile. Scan tools range in prices from what you want to do with it. I mean, you can get some of them with your cell phone app for $30 to $50, and you can get they range on up from that to $15,000, $20,000. So this is one of the more higher end ones we have here at the shop, and you can get them at auto stores. You can get them offline. You can get a basic one, a nice little handheld one for $100 or a couple $100 or so, not too expensive. All right. Also, if you need let's say you have a check engine light on and you don't have a scan tool, you can take it to, a lot of times, AutoZone or Advanced. They will scan it for you for free, but you may not want to heed their advice. You may want to get what the code is and go Google it and see what it means. They may not, they can't diagnose your car, but at least they can tell you what the code is. Okay. All right, this right here is a battery charger. It's kind of a fancy one, but that's a battery charger. This right here is an oil drain pan. Okay. This right here is a tire changer. Okay, this is how we change tires take the tires off the rims and put them back on. So this is how we change tires. Okay. This is another tire changer. This is a little bit less fancy, a little more basic model. This right here is our tire balancer. Your tires require weights to be put on them. These weights that either clip on or stick on, and that way you have a nice smooth ride. If you have a vibration while you're riding down the road, there's a good chance your tires are out of balance. There's another tire balancer there. All right, we're going to walk over here. I want to show you this lift. Okay? This is called this is a 9,000 pound 2-post lift. Okay? 9,000 pound 2-post lift. So you don't want to put anything on there heavier than 9,000 pounds. This right here is the 10,000 pound 2-post lift. You can see that. 10,000 pound 2-post lift. Okay? And this right here is a little portable lift. I'm not sure the weight rating on that off the top of my head. I think it's 6,000 pounds. All right, something you're not going to see very often anymore, but I'll go ahead and show it to you anyways. This is called a timing light. Anything with the distributor, you may need this to adjust your timing on your engine. Most things now have coil packs and you don't really need a distributor anymore. All right, a couple of things I want to point out in here. Let's see here. Where is it? Oh, right here. This right here is a tool for removing like fuel lines. They have a special little clip, and what you do is basically you find the one that fits the fuel line you're trying to take off, put it around here, squeeze against there, and then this pulls off. Okay. This is a fuel line remover here. All right, let's go over here. Okay, this right here is called a soldering iron. When you plug this in, it gets really hot. Soldering irons, a lot of them are electric. I prefer using a gas one. That way you don't have the cord. But yeah, that's called a soldering iron, and it melts solder to fuse wires together. Here's a better example of a ratchet wrench. This is a little bit more modern style. These are really nice to have. You do not want to put these under a lot of pressure, but they're very nice to have to get in tight spaces, getting those nuts and bolts out. Ratchet wrenches are very, very nice. All right. This right here is my cutting torches. This right here produces a red flame. Let's say you have a bolt or some piece that's seized up and won't come off your car, sometimes you have to heat it up because heat will expand the metal, and when it does that, it'll loosen it up, and you put your air gun on there or whatever your ratchet on there, and you pull that thing off better. Anyway, so this right here is called cutting torches. You can heat stuff up with it. You can actually even cut through metal with it. It's not a very clean cut typically, but it does cut through pretty thick metal. This right here is called a MIG welder. So whenever you're doing welding and stuff like that, it's called a MIG welder. This right here is an air hose reel, and you just wind this out, and it gets you an air hose out to where you need to go. And it cleans up real nice. I really like air hose reels. This right here is a chop saw. Welding helmet is right there. It's got a dark lens, so that way when the bright light hits, it doesn't blind you. If you weld without a helmet, then it will hurt your eyes. This right here is called a brake lathe. And then what this does is that this turns rotors and makes them true again. This is something that we're not doing very much anymore these days. We're just replacing the rotors, but every once in a while you still may do it. This is a press right here. This is called a press. This presses out tight fittings and stuff like that. This right here is called a vise. This clamps down something you're holding onto real steady, real sturdy like. A good vise is really important to have. This is called a snap ring plier. If you look at these little tabs right there, and this is for removing snap rings. So these are called snap ring pliers. Okay, we're going to go over here. This is an engine hoist. This is what we use to take engines out of vehicles. This right here is an engine stand. And that, after you get the engine out, you put it on the stand. Okay guys, thanks for watching the video. Review this and other videos as much as you need to. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me.